Alrighty, so we have the YCS VIP qualifier winner.
Hi, I'm John Wilkin. I went 8-0 at the VIP, 5-0 in Swiss, so I won through top cut.
With what deck?
This fiery solid. Basically, this card went to 1, and I thought the deck was dead. I played Thunder before this. I thought Salamangreat was terrible. I thought the deck was awful, and then I realized post banless that everything else is also just awful, but this is less awful because even though you only have one circle, one gazelle, the other cards that get you to gazelle, and I realized that gazelle is a very good card. And it also facilitates you to win condition, which I'll show you later, which is not the Salamangreat cards, unfortunately. So 3 spinny as well. So this is a really good card. This is just the best card in the deck. No, second best card in the deck. Third. Tied for second.
Tied for second.
There are 3 of these guys. They're level 3s, which is the win condition. Level 3s. It's like basically this format. Stalio is like Invoker, it's not as good as Invoker as in previous formats, but that's how I kind of like viewed this deck. Is just kind of like make the rank 3.
So your main focus is to always make the rank 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes I have to do like use my extra monsters out, but sometimes I gotta make Bailings before it, which is nice.
Right.
And this helps you with that, like. Foxy into Gazelle is nice, or like Foxy Spinny is nice. Because Foxy Spinny, your normal Foxy, you link it away into Bailings, Search Sanctuary, Foxy Effect, Send Spinny, then you have the full thing. And then there's times where I want a second one of this, but I don't want to brick on it.
Okay.
This card's cool, I guess.
Right.
And Falco's nice. I like to use something that I noticed that I thought this card was just good to set back spell trap, but I noticed I've been using the bounce effect a lot. Like especially if I on turn 2, I'd go summon Foxy, and then I could go Falco, bounce it back, then just get more resources. I like that. So that's it for the Sal monsters. For the nice cards, debug, self-explanatory. Play Buffalo because it says draw 2 cards. Okay, so. These are my extenders.
Oh, wow.
So before this tournament, so for this tournament I added in impermanence, but before this I was also playing E-Telly and Psychic Wielder, so 1 E-Telly, 2 Psychic Wielder, which is what you can do if you don't have access to impermanence, but this worked out really well for me. This card's really good. Yeah. And in the mirror match, if they summon under their Selling Wolf zone, you can summon it from your graveyard, and then that's you free +1, or +2 rather. And then this is a Cyber Snow 3 extender, which is basically what it used to be. Okay. So for the win condition, I play 3 Ash Bosses. This card's really good because this deck beats everything, and then except for like Striker, like really like going first like Striker if they open well. That's what this deck loses to, I found out. And so this just is really good against Striker, and then you can loop it with Wolf. And I did that all day. It was nice. 2 Ogre. I kind of want to play 3rd. It's good against like most decks right now, except the Mirror. But I'm running the Mirror anyways. I only want one Phantasme. You should probably play 3.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask.
Yeah. 3 Silent Mining because this adds your win condition.
Right.
Well, you have 2 win conditions: Ash and Gazelle. So, so and if you do both, you're in there. So 3 of this card says it's good. And then I play 3 Call by the Grave because it's just negate, and it allows you just to activate this like without having to worry and get your auto winning combo. It's also getting a Striker. The only deck I'm worried about is Striker, and I played it against it twice and I 4-0'd it, so I'm pretty happy. 2 Pod Desires. See, this card is okay. It's all right. The reason why it's alright is that it's terrible if you banish your win condition.
Right.
But if you already have your win condition, then it's like the best card because it says draw 2 cards. And even when you banish it, though, like against Mr. Myrtle over here, I banished it and I still was able to come clutch in a victory. 1 circle. This is like basically Gazelle, but it can get you any card, so I like this. Not just this one, and you can add back off Wolf, so I like that. so I can then like circle more. One of this. I probably do this more than any other card. This, one will, because this just says Soul Charge and Mastery more on the same card. 2 Rage, 1 Roar. People are telling me to play 2. I kind of want to. Like this is just personal preference. 3 Impermanence, because it says negate. And 1 Imperial Order, because, like I said, I'm afraid of Striker. And this card says, when you play against Striker, you win.
Also, you can negate your opponent's deck as light with it.
Oh, that's true. 3 of this guy, because, like, he adds back stuff.
Right.
I like to add cards to my hand.
Sure.
3 of this guy. Because it gets the brick out of your deck. And it can protect your win condition. 2 of this card. I honestly want to play 3. This card is really good. So I'm actually starting to like this more and more. Because what you can do is you can like relink it, and then you can make a weak guy really strong too, instead of just making their guy weak. I like to do that. It allows you to. This deck has a hard time with TKing because I don't play Fusion of Fire because I think that card's a brick. So I like this. These 2 cards. This is mainly for the Mirror and Striker. It comes clutch. Then Phoenix to pop cards. 2 Stalio. The reason I don't play 1 is because 2 comes up a lot. And you don't want to be in a situation where it's like, oh dang, should have had the second Stalio. I didn't want that to happen, and I never needed 3, but 2 definitely came up. 1 Dweller. I made this like once. You need it for Thunder. And then my super poly targets. Spoilers. The side. 3 auto win versus Orcus. Then 1 auto win versus Trickstar. It's nice. 3 anti-thunder card. And I was told there'd be a lot of stun here. Unfortunately, I didn't play it against any because I think that deck is not that great. But this card's good against that. It's good against the Mirror. It's good against basically everything but Striker. Don't stop this against Striker. Please, for the love of God. They are going to Shark Cannon you into oblivion. Same goes for like that Sanctum. I don't play Sanctum. I think that card's degenerate and bad. 3 super colonization because I'm not sure if you read it, but it's just fuse with your opponent's monsters, and they can't respond. And any card that says stop it, like get rid of your opponent's board, and they can't respond is like broken. Like, and so make Twin Twisters because I'm afraid of Striker. 2 anti-spells. I'm afraid of Striker. This card, see, this card is really good. So before this was game 2 of the finals. This is what you made me go first, and this is my opening hand.
Oh.
So I set an Ash Blossom, set an anti-spell, so because I didn't want to get evenly, so I flipped the anti-spell. He attacked with his Ray, flip, and then he's like, "Oh, set a bunch of cards, make sure you got burn or pass." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then I drew a Call by the Grave, and then I normal dash. And then I
really?
And then I summoned Stalio, and then I ended up I summoned Giselle, and then and then I ended up ending on like Roar, anti-spell, add back Ash.
So Ash Blossom is essentially a salad card.
Yeah, this is basically a Salamangreat card and negates.
Wow.
It's nice.
Now, would you went 8-0 today?
Yes, I did.
Would you have changed anything with your deck?
I wish I could play more Ash. This card. Maybe one more of this.
Okay.
The next really tight. I played 42.
Okay.
That was interesting. I don't even know. It worked out pretty well for me today.
That's good. That's good. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
and,
that's about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Forward.
Thank you. Hopefully, top Niagara.
Shoutouts?
Shoutouts to my team, Game Nation, YGMarket.com. Use the code John5 for 5% off. Shout out to Abdul, Striker, Salad Fraud, and Dylan, Striker Fraud, and Ryan, the real Striker God. Shout out to Siobhan for coming here. And That's about it. Oh,
Alright.
shout out to Myrtle for playing. I don't even know what he's playing. It's so like weird horses deck. Okay, DDoS.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.